What do you do? I mean, what's your hobbies and all? Like, what do you love to do in your free time and all? Can we?
Yes. So these days, in my downtime, I usually spend my time in watching something or reading something or doing anything in English, like just to improve because I don't get much time because of my responsibilities, my kids, and everything. I don't get much time to improve on my skills. So one thing I do is I interact with people in my free time. Okay, and I have allotted a particular time for my classes. So I take classes, I keep other work aside, and I take classes on time. And whatever mood I am in, I try to do. Like I don't restrict myself to certain schedule that I'll at this time I'll be watching, another time I'll be listening. So I don't restrict myself to certain routine. Whatever I feel like, if I'm feeling like I'm like I have some spare time, I'm feeling like watching something, so I'll just go to Netflix and watch any movies, right? So this way I spend my time. But earlier than this, I usually used to spend my time just idling away, not doing anything, just sleeping, taking a nap. But now I'm doing something productive, so I'm very happy about it.
That's great. That's great. I mean, that kind of bliss should always be there. Because sometimes what happen, we miss that touch of kind of that blessing of the day or when we do particular work. So because that time we don't feel ourselves that much productive, and I
Mm-hmm.
I have been realizing from couple of days as well. I mean, because sometimes I feel that things are not okay with me, or like I'm not doing that much productive thing as I should do, or like I'm not like doing I'm not working on my potential actually. So that kind of guilt is also there, and you don't feel good about yourself. You,
Mm-hmm.
and the things also looks quite mundane to you.
Mm-hmm. Right, right. So what do you think? What are the reasons that people procrastinate or people don't feel like doing anything?
Even like yeah, really. I mean, what I think, like it's our on the planning. Maybe that we do not have the proper planning, and even if we have planned the things, but maybe it is what do you call that, like too much. I mean, like over excess. Like we want to complete so many things on a single time, or maybe
Unachievable.
limited time. Yeah, I mean I mean we give so many things to in a bucket list that I have to do this or I have to complete this. So
Mm-hmm.
actually we also understand our human nature and all. So we should keep the things not that way only, that it will seem to be better for us, or like it is achievable actually at the end.
Hmm.
And second thing, what happened, I think it's a cycle actually. Suppose I have to go for my classes one day. If I miss one day, maybe somehow other day also I miss. So what will happen? Gradually we will keep doing the same thing. We will
Mm-hmm.
keep, what do you call it? Keep running the same cycle over and again, and it will keep us keep. It will keep us, far from our, goal and all. And it will keep us. I mean, far from us that goal and all, actually. So what we can do, I say, rather than if you have to go for class, maybe if you just go for there, go there only, go for 10 minutes or half an hour only. Don't, if you want to go for library or anywhere, so make sure at least you do it. It doesn't happen whether it doesn't matter whether you have completed it or not. At least give it a try actually. So sometimes what happens, so I have been, doing the same thing. That's why I'm realizing the same thing. Actually, I also go to the library, and just 2 days I missed. And then the third day I realized that it's been 2 days. How will I go? And people will ask me, why didn't you like that? So maybe
Mm-hmm.
that kind of fear also sometimes push us back, okay, I'll not go today as well. Let's do something else. And
Mm-hmm.
then we start thinking about that. We start pondering on that, and that also give it mental, what do you call that, pressure, or the mental, it uh
Mm-hmm.
mental thinking power as well, that I can utilize somewhere else. So that is the kind of vicious cycle that keep going on and keep grinding us. And I mean yeah.
Right, right. Hmm. You spoke the truth here, and here I also want to tell you that I am also a big time procrastinator. I always procrastinate my things. But what I did that I sometimes, enroll to classes. right? When I'm not able to push myself, when I'm not able to, push myself out of my comfort zone, then I subscribe to few classes. Like on English Yari, I've subscribed. So I'm compelled to attend the class because I've already paid. And those classes are quite expensive. So I have this thought in mind that I've already paid and now I have to take classes. So anyhow, while taking classes, I'm going to learn something, right? So that compulsion is also required. You have to set some goals for yourself or set some task that you are compelled to do. You have to push
Ye-
yourself. If you're not able to push yourself on your own, then there should be some person, for example, tutor, right? You have enrolled to tuition classes or you've enrolled to some training. Now you're compelled to attend that training. And at the end of the course, you'll be a better person, you'll be a better speaker, right?
Definitely.
Mm.
Sometimes what happens, suppose like if I have to go, I mean somehow like from couple of days I'm like on off, I mean I'm not going my school. So what happened, suppose my school timing was 7:45 when I used to go. So what happened, I mean somehow I have to go there, I have to punch, do the punching and also by that, otherwise what do you call that, there will be reduction in your salary.
Hmm.
Doesn't matter whatever, when you sleep or like that, you have to be there at that time, otherwise
Right.
so there was psychological pressure or something like that was there.
Hmm. Right.
Are in your zone when you imagine like you don't have anything, you don't have any kind of such kind of compulsion, so
Mm-hmm.
you start doing the thing in a very relaxed way. You just start,
Hmm.
and your mind will keep like rotating you and like boggling you. So
Hmm. Right.
that is why it is said that you should have the aim. But actually, I
Mm-hmm.
have, but still somewhere or other I'm missing my touch actually.
Hmm.
Uh,
But this is also the thing that we keep long term goals instead of short term goals. We should keep short term goals, like what will we do in a day or what will we do in that particular hour. Then it would be achievable, right? And you'll not, it will lead you to procrastinate less, right? Because it happens that for that short term relief, we feel like, "Nah, I've got some time, I've got some free time, let me relax a bit, right? I'll study later, I'll practice later." So keep on procrastinating. And ultimately, you end up doing nothing, right? So we
yeah,
should keep that short term goal for a day. So before, going to bed, we can make our plan for the next day and work upon that accordingly. So that can really
that's
help. Hmm.
be honest. I planned yesterday itself, and like I had to be there in the library, but I didn't go, and here I'm talking to you. What will you say?
But again, you're doing something productive, right?
Yeah, yeah, it is productive, but still, I mean, I have some plan and all. If I will not
Mm-hmm.
go that way, so definitely I'll miss that, the opportunity that I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
So these are the, these things seem to be very small, but really they it creates huge impact in our life.
Right, right.
So
Absolutely. Hmm. So
because I
what
know my
hold you
potential.
back? What hold you back
Yeah.
from going there?
I decided that I'll be there. That I mean the
Mm-hmm.
library opens at 7, and so I mean to be honest, I left my school for that only. That I have to
Mm-hmm.
go for particular thing that I'm planning. So that is why I just left the job.
Mm-hmm.
I just left the job, and it's been approx 1 month that I have left the job, and I'm not able to do something that much productive as I'm willing to. I mean, I'm
Mm-hmm.
not that as I was there when I was working in the school. I mean, when I was
Mm-hmm.
working for someone else, and here it comes to work on yourself. So here I find myself, good for nothing like that. You know,
Right. So there is a need of proper plan, right?
yeah,
You are in your young age. You have a lot of energy and you can put all your dedication for achieving that goal of yours, right?
definitely, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I don't know what is all stopping me. It's not
Mm-hmm.
nothing else actually. All up to, I mean, it's all me that who's stopping. And
Hmm.
it we who perceive the thing, it is not letting me. I mean, we blame other things, but actually at the end we are ourselves.
Hmm. Right.
But
Absolutely.
and shaming into the change is also not good. I mean, if I start, regretting myself, or like I'm not doing so, that is also not good at the end actually.
Mm-hmm. It's important to
So yeah,
work upon that instead of just
yeah, yeah,
regretting.
regretting, that's true. I mean, because you know what happens. Suppose I just did the regression and everything like that, and again, if maybe one day, 2 day I just work, and third day again I started. So this, I mean, 'cause regression will keep, going on, and it will become, quite, what you call that, dangerous, or like, fatal for me actually at
Mm-hmm.
the end. So that I'm like, it will be like that feeling that I'm good for nothing. I mean, I promise,
Mm-hmm.
keep promise, but at the end of the day, I'm again at the same place or the same scenario where I
Mm-hmm.
just started. So it's
Right.
very important or essential for us, that to understand yourself, your,
Mm-hmm.
but even understanding all the things, still we are in the
Right, right. It happens with everyone. We all know everything. We all know how the world, goes on,
what,
but we never do.
so
But
what
it's
do you
not good
think?
for
Like,
us.
what
Hmm.
is stopping me to get that, or
Hmm.
that what I'm aiming, or like desiring to get?
I can
What's
suggest
the,
you, I can suggest you, and you must have noticed this, that when we start our day with something productive, let's suppose I've started my day by reading a book, or by just doing something, or by just gaining some knowledge, like whatever you want to do, whatever you feel productive. So start your day with doing something productive, and you'll be able to better streamline your day. Let's suppose I've started my day by having a conversation with a co-learner. So I'll feel good in myself that, oh, yes, I've accomplished something early in the morning. And later on, I'll have that motivation, that energy to do something even more in my whole day. So that's the one thing you can do, right? And another thing, plan your days, right? And never ever label yourself as someone who cannot do anything, right?
yeah,
Someone good for nothing. So never ever label yourself in a negative way. Always label yourself in a positive way, right? And you yourself, you have to give yourself positive affirmations that I can do this, whatever you want to do in life, right? I am confident, I can be a good speaker, right? I can learn as many vocabularies as I can. I'll read books. I can read 2 pages today, right? So
yeah,
read 2 pages, learn all the vocabularies, try to use them in context, and you'll be able to do. So when you'll accomplish one task, then you'll get even more energy to do or to move on to another task.
yeah, that's true.
Does it
That's
happen
true.
with you whenever you do something productive? You get that motivation.
Yeah, definitely we feel like, yeah, it was something good that I did today. So
Hmm.
definitely, yeah, like, thank you so much for your, like, advice and all. But yeah, I'll try. It happened.
It's
I
easy,
don't know.
not tough.
And I each and every day, to be honest, by the way, I'm the early riser, but from couple of, as I mentioned, from the last 1 month like that, I'm waking up late actually,
Hmm.
like around 7:30, 8 o'clock like that. Then I start my day, quite late this way.
Hmm.
Otherwise, I'm an early riser, approx, 5 o'clock or 5:30
Hmm.
like that. Do from my school days since, I mean, but like I'm waking up late, and then I just start doing my morning routines and all, rituals, and thereafter I just go temple. I mean, daily, on daily
Mhm.
basis I'm to temple as well. I do the chanting there on it, and like at the end, then I start to having my breakfast and all, like this way, the things are, but it's still not like that the way I assume, but it's still somehow just I to, I mean, I keep myself that I'm not in that kind of zone, where people have the kind of, what do you call that, anxiety and all. So I just feel somewhere, I'm not in that zone. So that's, I mean, I'm luckily enough that not in that way. But yeah, things will
Mhm.
get settled. That is there in
Mhm.
the back of my, and as I know that it is me who is doing everything, nothing else. So
Hmm.
definitely,
Right. Hmm. or somebody should tell your parents to get you married soon so that you'll get that pressure of doing something in life.
uh, that is also there. I mean, that is also there, but that is also true. I mean, actually, to be there was my I'm pouring my heart. Actually, I don't know whether do not put it somewhere
You're
like
pouring your heart but not your efforts.
that's true.
Mm.
Yeah, that is there. It's true. I mean, I don't know. I mean, yeah, it was told to me, like you have just 1 year, do whatever you want, get whatever you want. So it was there. So that's how I decided that I will leave school now, maybe because I mean, now when it comes to the school, I mean, teaching the private school now, I mean, be it capital of Delhi itself, you will get the handsome salary, but and then what you find, you are just you are given so many work. I mean, when I
Mm-hmm.
was there in school, so I was assembly in charge, I was house in charge, so I had a lot of
Mm-hmm.
responsibilities. So when it comes to the teaching, it was just 25% as such. So many meetings are there. You have to prepare the file. You have to prepare for different events and all, like being the assembly in charge. So child like Children's Day is there. You have so many days there. So you have to plan the assembly and everything. You have to instruct to the student. I mean, teachers also, students also, how what they are doing.
Right,
Meetings
right.
are there. You are being instructed that you have to do this way. Somewhere you just say something. So a lot of things are there. You have to
Mm-hmm.
indulge. Say you are indulged somewhere or other. You have to prepare your question paper. You have to attend and you
Right.
have to so there I had the idea like maybe that's why I'm not. I have to go as I am having the limited time as you mentioned. So I was given 1 year. So I just said I'll do something. I'll leave it.
Mm-hmm.
you know then gradually I was at then I mean that time when I left my school, so I was doing nothing. I mean, I was not working in the institute as well, but gradually I start realizing, like I'm not earning even a single penny now, so I should start something. And then
Mm-hmm.
I in an institute where I started, giving my 1 hour in a day. I started earning something gradually, and again I just, I mean, earlier I was just teaching academic only, not like spoken or anything like that. So gradually it like I mean, it drove my attention, or like what I'll say, it grabbed my attention.
Mm-hmm.
I grabbed the attention of this language, maybe, or that I started indulging in this way only. I started learning the things, other, I mean, vocabulary, expression, and all. Although it has been from very long way, I mean, from a couple of years, I'll say, but not that much. So rather than reading my own stuff, I start, searching the stuff of this language itself, but not in a that way active. I mean, in a passive way actually,
Mm-hmm.
because back of my mind, I have to do something else rather than this, and I'm doing something. So what you call mastering two boards at the same
Mm-hmm.
time.
Mm-hmm.
Not able to do the mastery on any of them actually at
Right,
that.
right. Hmm.
Yeah, that's
Okay. So you know everything. Just start working upon this. You have limited time. Otherwise, you'll not get a good girl from a good family. Right?
definitely
Ah.
because we have
Hmm.
some ambitions in our life, but and so yeah, if we will not go in that way, definitely the thing will not be the way we want, the way we wish
Mm-hmm.
the thing.
Right. Absolutely. Mm. Okay. So I
Yeah,
think it's time about to end our conversation. We've been talking for long. Okay.
yeah.
So it was really nice talking to
Thank
you.
you, here, ma'am. And I pour my heart to you. Maybe I
Mm-hmm.
disclose so many. I couldn't disclose to anyone.
Mm-hmm.
I like I'm the kind of whom I feel comfortable. I start expressing
Mm-hmm.
everything. That happened
Right.
maybe.
Mm-hmm. I'm
Yeah.
thankful to you that you've made this conversation really very interesting. Right?
Sure,
Okay. So I hope we'll get a chance to talk sometime later also.
sure,
Okay. So
ma'am. Sure.
till then, take care and start working upon your skills.
But for
Okay.
your motivating or that overwhelming words, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah,
Oh,
definitely we'll connect next time as well. Thank you. Thank you so much.
okay. Thank you so much. Bye.